well he does. But if he doesn't do well, who can benefit?
Okay, so the other day I did a
if his support erodes in these last
live
few
broadcast
days?
from
Will
YouTube.
it be Joe Biden, or will it
You're
be
probably
Bernie
watching
Sanders? Will it
now.
be, someone who maybe
And
African-American voters are taking a
was
second look
of
at
the
in these
Roger
final days?
Stone
What we've noticed in polling is
sentencing.
that a lot of voters here are saying that they are now undecided.
And
it's something like 18 to 20% of the population, and so there are clearly
I
up for grabs.
was interested
And I think Tom
in the
Steyer
Roger Stone trial.
he spent a ton of money, and if that support starts to soften,
How they picked the jury, who the judge was, who the foreperson was. And subsequently interested in the decision, the sentencing that came down, especially after Barr got involved. Trump got involved with the tweet. Barr sent new recommendations as the head of the DOJ. I'm not claiming to be an expert here. That's just how I understand it. You know, he was recommending, or someone was recommending 9 years. What, he lied about an email that he got from Julian Assange about, I don't know. He got caught lying, apparently, about something to the FBI or Congress, one or the other, I can't remember exactly. During the investigation into Russiagate, I'm pretty sure. So it was a sham investigation that he got caught up in.
Maybe that moves him across the finish line.
Yeah, and also the sort of non-endorsements, like the one from Donna Shalala.
And so on the YouTube channel, I came live, and the title was Roger Stone Sentencing Fox versus CNN. That was the title. There's no clickbait there. It's exactly what it was. And it's funny because I hit live YouTube and I ran for a shower, and I was halfway through this. Like I started broadcasting the television, right? Without me on the set, just kind of like what you're seeing now. Less me, more TV makes for a better broadcast. I'm a radio guy. So as I'm halfway through my shower, I realized that I didn't hit public. I didn't select public on the live YouTube broadcast, so no one was looking at it. I figured I'd come down and have a few people watching whatever was being broadcast on whatever channel I was on, right? Well, I didn't make it public, and I haven't. I could, but it's really whatever. Maybe it's something good. I don't know. Maybe I'll get another copyright strike for doing it. Why am I lagging here? So, I come down, I cut and copy, I copy and paste the title into the new live stream. I guess I'm showing you everything. This is my gig. Can I get in trouble for this? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do a reboot. I don't like the lag, and my speed should be fine. So I come down, I copy and paste the title, I start another stream. I broadcast said stream for 1 hour and 18 minutes. It's in the live section of the channel that you're looking at now. I've done live broadcasts in the past before YouTube changed the qualification. At some point they said, oh, now you need 1,000 subs. and 4,000 watch hours in the last calendar year. Or no, last 12 months. And I did not qualify for that. So I did very limited live streaming before I lost my privileges. And then when I wanted my privileges and couldn't reach them because of the limits they put on broadcasting, I was forced to go to real estate. Yeah, I went to real estate school again. By the way, I'm looking for something on the lake in Niagara, preferably between Grimsby and Niagara Lake on Lake Ontario, but they would softly consider something special on Lake Erie. Money is no object. Closing date doesn't matter. It's a shot in the dark. I'm not saying I got a buyer for your home. I'm just saying if you know someone that's got lakefront property, especially on Lake Ontario, especially with access if they have it, but not necessary, give me a shout. realestate@teamniagara.ca. So I do an hour, 18 minutes broadcast leading up to the sentencing of Roger Stone. I've already told you what the title was. The title was Roger Stone sentencing, Fox versus CNN. So what I was doing, I was planning on going back and forth from what I did, I went back and forth from Fox, and you can see all my favorites here. Does this make me a bad guy that NBC, don't click before it's ready to download, that NBC Philadelphia is my main top favorite channel? Does that make me a bad person? Look at these fucking studs. Who's this fucking guy? Handsome as all hell. Why? Because he's on Philadelphia TV. That's why.
You know, it's inspirational, but really you can't have this. This is it's
what's going on now? What up? I wonder if this will get me in trouble. Huh. Who cares?
Oh my gosh, of course, leave it to you for something like that.
Must be a
Hopefully,
Flyers
it's not
game on
gonna have to
tonight?
be used by the Flyers tonight, but very
Yeah.
interesting. Time to go around the
Who's
rink,
that
presented by
stud?
FanDuel Sportsbook,
Who's that
taking a
guy?
look at
Did you
tonight's
see
odds.
Brendan Moore,
The
speaking of
Flyers, a
ex-Flyers,
giant minus
the other
240
day,
favorite,
coming out of
with an over-under on
the
6.
speech in the
Sharks
dressing
have lost
room?
4 straight.
After that, emergency goalie came in, shut him down, won the game against the Leafs. Fucking awesome. Don Cherry did a podcast about it, and it's on the channel if you want to hear it. Check it out. I could spend some time giving you an update on my Online Fiancée, and go see justiceforliberty.com. Give him some money. John Kinsman is a supposed white supremacist that was marching with the Proud Boys in a speech, I don't know, demonstration somewhere. Antifa ambushed them, went out of their way to backdoor them and attack them unexpectedly. They defended themselves way too efficiently. Beat the shit out of Antifa, basically. Didn't beat the shit out of them, but gave them enough of a beating that they knew not to fuck around anymore. And when the cops asked the Antifa gang members, the terrorists, if they wanted to press charges, Antifa told the Fox, the cops, the Fox. He told the Fox. Antifa told the cops, "Fuck you, pig." Do you want to press charges? Fuck you, pig. So who pressed the charges against these, I don't know, Christian conservative gun enthusiasts, maybe? Would be a good way to kind of stereotype them, I would think. Patriots? I know that's a bad word now, but Proud Boys was founded by Gavin McInnes, a hate figure labeled by the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, which has put a hate map out and designates people hate figures. And he's a comedian. He's from Montreal via Scotland. Or no, England. I don't know. Europe to Canada. Canada to the States. He's now, whatever he is, married a Native American girl. Can you say that? So these guys defended themselves way too well, and the DNC, I guess, brought the charges. Blasio's New York State brought the charges, and these guys were sent up for 4 years in jail. The supposed white supremacist, John Kinsman, has a black daughter and a black wife. Well, he's got a black wife and a half-black daughter, I guess. And he's doing 4 years of hard time in prison. Not weekends. For the victimless crime of getting in a 19-second street fight. Maybe you don't know the story. Anyways, what's his wife and kid supposed to do now with John being in the clink for 4 years for getting in a little scuffle in the street? Like, fucking serious. This is the world we live in. And call me white supremacist. What do you say? Supremacist. Call me Nazi. Call me whatever you want. I don't fucking care. But this is bullshit. Antifa are masked cowards. And they should not be tolerated. They should be labeled terrorist organization immediately. Come on. Trump? He'll do it. So I broadcast a little session. I talk over the whole thing, kind of like I'm doing right now, flipping back and forth from CNN, who's usually 24/7 Trump. Oh, what do you know? They're talking about coronavirus. Follow me on Twitter at Jim Fannon, FANNON. Actually, I'm any social media platform name.com/Jim Fannon, pretty much, except Patreon, and I've never had a donation or a contribution to my patreon.com/free speech account. So drop me $5 so I know it works. Seriously. Patreon.com/free speech is the Jim Fannon Show. Hit me. Just got a fat Google check this month. Well, for me, it's fat. Got a couple hundred here, 250 here, 300 there in the first couple months. A couple payments. I actually got 2 payments in January. And February, I got paid for my January, which was good. I mean, good as far as the small channel goes. Me having not too many subs at the time. Gratefully at over 4,000 now. So thanks for the love. Thanks for hanging on. And if you find content here that you find is valuable, please share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment below. All that stuff. Anyway, I had a pretty good broadcast. I got between 20 and 20. Between 10 and 20 people at all times on both broadcasts. Some came back from the first one. They were on the, I had to switch phones or something, battery or something like that. I did 2 different sessions. So I said goodbye to the first session. Told them I was coming back. Some came back. And the main drift of the this is a little bit of a cab ride. I'm not used to beating around the bush. I'm usually not a sugar-coated guy, but I tend to, ramble a little bit. Seeing as though I don't have to hit a commercial break like these fools do. Everyone's on commercial at the moment. I had a good discussion going in the comments section of the live feed, which is not normal for my live broadcast because my live broadcasts usually come Thursday nights at 7 p.m. EST. And a couple people come on, but I don't get a whole lot of participation. I just do it because I have to adhere to a schedule. People have to know when to be able to expect your live feeds and to see your videos. So I made that Thursday a very small commitment, which is huge for me. Thursdays at 7 p.m. And there's been 2 Thursdays at 7 p.m. where I absolutely did not want to do it. And, you know, the enemy was telling me, go to bed. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. No one's going to watch. No one's going to miss you. Don't even worry about it. Just here's my act for my Landmark Forum people. My act is, it doesn't matter, and I don't care. Got it? An act is something you run to avoid responsibility and to get you out of the situations that bring you pain. It's a cop-out, basically. Or it's a way of being that's productive for you and very unproductive for society. Productive for you because it gets you out of responsibility. So my act, if I say it doesn't matter and I don't care, then it does. Who cares what happens? Because it doesn't matter and I don't care. When in truth, I very deeply care, and everything matters. Let's see how that's a lie. So we had a good discussion going on the live feed. That's not normal. I was able to respond in real time because I'm not looking at the actual device that's recording me. I'm watching the live feed on my computer. I'm answering questions. They're answering my questions. I'm asking them how they found me. They said I've used the filter live feed and Fox, and you were there. Or live feed filter with Roger Stone or something. I found you there. Because these guys that were watching, mostly guys, there were some girls that came out. Also, my male audience, well, my female audience increased. I was almost 99% male. And over the last few months, since the popularity of the channel has increased, I'm up to I'm over 20% female watchers. So that is extraordinary because I kind of only think that I appeal to men. So we had a good conversation. One of the girls that was on there, at least identified on the screen name as a female, was highly critical. We went back and forth. It's pretty cool to watch the live feed on those 2 videos. Roger Stone sentencing CNN versus Fox. It was a good discussion, and I got kind of spoiled, and I was thinking, you know, here I am on a Thursday afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, getting this type of participation is refreshing, and I was pumped up. Oh, this is the greatest. Now that I'm off camera. Fuck, I love it. I'll probably do more broadcasts because my fotch isn't in the way. Maybe I'm going to have to cut this into pieces. I'm going somewhere. Stay with me, folks. So Thursday night I come back and I do my show, and not as expected, but I should have expected. I get about the same normal participation that I normally get. 1, 2, 3 viewers live. But I do my show Thursday nights, 7 p.m. EST. We go live before Crowder, before Gavin McInnes. Censored.tv. Sign up, give him $10. You'll fucking think he's hilarious. If you're a political animal, masculine, beta, or alpha type. And then I've been trying to broadcast live more. So I did 2 hours during the day, 2.5 hours during the day on the Roger Stone thing. Then I came back Thursday night. I did another 55 minutes or something like that. Jim Fannon Show live. And then Saturday night, I put the fights on. I put Rogan on my phone. I put the UFC fight night on in the background on the TV like you're watching right now. And I got fucking shut down. I ran it for about 20 minutes. I had some guys coming in that, I guess I was stealing the fight. It was on in the background. I was talking over it just like I am now. And I should have known. But I guess I was just pushing it. I don't know. I didn't really think too deeply about it. And I didn't know the difference between... I know the difference between a copyright strike, takedown notice, stop your live feed. Well, now I'm very clear on what it is. Compared to a copyright claim, you can't monetize this video. In fact, the person that owns the footage is monetizing the video. You're not in trouble. There's no strike here. The video stays up. You just can't make any money off it. And the commercials that run on it are not yours, and you don't get credit for it. And the owner of the copyright gets all the information of that video, stats-wise, kicked back to them. I'm fine with that. I've used copyright material hundreds of times. I think we're approaching 1,000 videos. Probably we're 800 plus public. We're me and the frog in my pocket, the Jim Fannon Show on YouTube. YouTube.com/Jim Fannon. Platform.com, everywhere. Any platform.com/Jim Fannon. And Patreon.com/free speech. Donate now so I know it works. Give me $1. I don't care. So I got UFC Fight Night on in the background. I got Joe Rogan podcast live on my phone doing the Fight Companion. So him and his boys are sitting around drinking and talking shit while the fight's on in the background. And you can see that part on my phone too, but Disney tagged me. So I figured that's got to be UFC. So they shut the feed down, said that you're broadcasting, prohibited content, and this is a strike. And not only is it a strike, what I found out when I tried to log back in, I can't live stream any longer. How much does that suck? So I have a copyright strike of something I used. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. A clip I used that HBO asked me to take down, and that was about 2 weeks ago. I shouldn't try and do two things at once or three things at once. But that's fine. You just go to the school and you wait the 90 days and it goes away. I had one previous to that to someone that came on the show and performed live and then decided that they didn't want to be associated with me anymore and thought that they would turn their live performance on my show into a copyright infringement notice against YouTube. I had that taken down. I served my penalty for 90 days, then got monetized, then went live. So I've only been able to go live for December, January, 2.5 months. Tops. I haven't even had 90 days of my privileges. And so I've had to go back and dig up the old archives of the copyright infringements and ask the copyright holder to kindly withdraw their claim now that I've removed the videos, or they've removed the videos, or YouTube's removed the videos, and I'm sorry, and it will never happen again. So I've got one of those requests went out to HBO. I don't think that'll affect my live streaming privileges because that copyright strike didn't get me shut down. It was the one I was doing live, and I had the UFC in the background. That is the sound of hair on my head. I haven't had that for a year. Well, that's the sound of the rim of my cap rubbing the top of my head to alleviate an itch. So, Disney is not returning my calls. And I think I'll be in jail for 90 days or longer. And I think there's probably a good chance that in the next 90 days, something will happen to trigger a third strike, which means my channel could be done. Now, I've got 10 years of data on that channel. And just a lot of content, comments, playlists, history. Shit, I could lose my Google account. My Gmail, all my Gmail addresses, everything could be gone. So, for the last few days, I've just said, you know what, suck it up, shut your mouth, and don't tell anyone of the pickle you find yourself in. That's for you, Charette. Because if there's a motivated hater out there that is determined to get your last leg cut out from underneath you, you're only giving them ammunition. You're showing your weak spot. You're naked before the world. So here I am. I'm not sure that I'll even make this video public, but maybe I should, just to create a history. Now, see, lately when I've been broadcasting live, because YouTube doesn't offer you the option to save the camera roll, those videos are only on YouTube. Wow. And I'm currently exploring the option of downloading an archive, or I'm looking for a service. Does anyone, I can't believe this doesn't exist. I can't find one immediately on Google. There's got to be a service, a backup service, that will take all your information from YouTube and download it and save it. Tags, comments, history, description, all of it. So today I went looking for a solution. There is google.com/ where was I today? Google.com/ I don't know, something where it offered you a backup. I think I closed it. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Okay, we're live on the channel right now. We're a really great conversation with Mark C. Crowley. I say Crowley. It's a great conversation. Go check it out. It's not live now. It's premiering right now. I did the conversation with him yesterday, And if you're looking for a kick in the pants, especially on the distinction of thoughts versus feelings, head versus heart, and leading with heart-led leadership. Mark C. Crowley was my guest yesterday, and it's live on the channel now. You can check it out. It's premiering now, but it'll be live later. It's about 15 minutes in as I look at the time is 7:15 p.m. EST. Working on Jim Diodati. I've got a date. Mayor Jim Diodati of Niagara Falls will be in, and you'll be able to see that. What happened to my... Shit, I had this all laid out. Mayor Jim Diodati is March 9th. You probably have that by 7 p.m. March 9th. Robin Black is Friday. This Friday. If you don't know who Robin Black is, fucking turn your phone or your computer off right now and go hang yourself. Oh, that'll get me demonetized. This is the joke. It's joking. Don't joke about that. Robin Black is Friday. That's February 28th. You should have that by 7 p.m. I'm stoked about this guy. Hashtag Bink. Have you seen the one where the guy's on the speed motorcyclist is hitting a turn, and he comes forward to the turn, and the cat puts his paw up on the TV and binks him, and the guy wipes out? That's Robin Black. The guy is fucking genius. MMA commentator. Hashtag Bink. You'll find him. Robin Black is on February this Friday. You should have it by 7 p.m. And because I can't go live on YouTube, you have to wait for the fucking edited version. realestate@teamniagara.ca. socialmediaplatform.com. socialmediaplatformname.com. Whatever it happens to be. / Jim Fannon, you'll find me. Except on Patreon, where you can get me at patreon.com/free speech. Please send me $1 so I know that the donation system works. I know that I'm getting paid on YouTube. I know that if you send me a super chat on YouTube, I get it. I've had a couple small ones. Very cool. I've had not a donation to patreon.com/free speech yet. I think it works, but I don't know. And you could be my first. I will give out sexual favors for my first donation of $20. Man or woman. Your choice. Patreon.com/Jim Fannon. If you know anything about copyright strikes, I've looked at the contact information and sent apology notes to both HBO and Disney. HBO has looked at my email 5 times. Disney has not opened my email ever, and I sent them the second email today. What do I do? Whose dick do I gotta suck? Like, seriously, I'll do anything to get my privileges back. Wife, I'm coming to Vancouver. Wife, this is directly to hashtag Claudia. Wife, I love you. You are a solid woman. I don't care if I've never seen you. I am totally smitten. I'm surprised that you can fall in love with someone virtually and on the phone, but you got me, and I'm coming for you. I will be in Vancouver before you think it is humanly possible for me to be there, and I might surprise you one day. Anyway, wife, hashtag Claudia, Gavin McInnes. Thank you for the intro. Wow. Robin Black, Friday, February 28th, 7 p.m. You should have it by then. Go check out my interview with Mark C. Crowley right now. He is the author of a book called Heart-Led leadership. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Mayor Jim Diodati, March 9th. Check it out. Send me a fucking contribution. Patreon.com/free speech. Can you believe it was there? Oh, and I've been a little bit more active on my fake book lately. Andrew Little, thank you for commenting. I don't know if you're a sub, but I got Ben Wilby. I love you. Thank you for the trolling that you provided for me today, and welcome to the Jimmy Fannon ride. Okay, so sometimes I comment. Sometimes my comment creates a very big, what do you call, wake? Not a very big. Let's call it above average. Most people don't create a wake when they comment. I deliberately comment to create a wake. Sometimes I'm successful. Many times I'm not. Many times I'm successful. Sometimes I'm not. It goes back and forth. But today I was, and Ben will be, got to be the first one to reply to my comment, my wake creating comment. Oh, can you imagine? I just looked over at the thing to make sure it was recording. Can you imagine? I do all this and I look back at the camera, it's not recording, or someone called me and it bumps me off. Ben Wilby replies to me first as I troll AOC pretty effectively. And I'm trying to reduce, I'm trying to get a little bit more clever and respectful of my trolling. Instead of being an all-out asshole, I try to be an intellectually curious asshole. But couching it. Couching it. And so Ben Wilby jumped on the train today, and by being the first comment to my troll, he got to get a bunch of Twitter action, probably like he's never seen. He's probably at 100 likes on this reply at least. Let's see. What was his reply? Let's go back. Sink is a self-declared capitalist. He just happens to be a progressive one. So Ben Wilby is still going to town as of 6 minutes ago. He's still replying on my troll. And I've come back as well. I just get in and out. I don't usually fuck around. I just drop and go. I drop my bombs and then I'm out. So today, again, respectfully, I reply to AOC, and it's usually pretty quickly after the original tweet. Let's see what the original tweet was. It was at 2:08. And I come in at 2:09, so that's pretty good. And it doesn't matter what her tweet was. It says, don't be that person that talks a big game on the internet but can't keep that same energy in person. Just be yourself. And she was retweeting or quote tweeting The Breakfast Club, a show that she was on earlier today. And my reply was, why don't you do conservative shows? Respectful, right? There's no hate in that. Just like it's a simple question. Why don't you? And Ben Wilby comes in and says, for the same reason, Ted Cruz and Mitch McConnell don't do progressive shows, ? He got 9 replies that I can see in this immediate thread. Here's CNN's interview with Ted Cruz. Obviously, CNN left-leaning. Ben comes back, says CNN's not progressive media. And we go back and forth. And then Ben got, he's at 184 likes on that tweet. 14 replies directly. I'm at 44 likes, which means, you don't like to, if you're gonna troll successfully, you want to get ratioed. I've got 19 replies to that and 44 likes. So if I was getting ratioed, I'd have hundreds of replies to that telling me I'm an asshole. But I'm ratioed from the standpoint that 184 people liked Ben's immediate comment to mine, which was at 212. So 208 AOC tweets, 209 I get in with a reply, 212 Ben replies to me, and Ben is riding the wave. He's riding the wake. He's riding my wake. The wake of, actually, it's not my wake. It's the Jim Fannon Twitter account's wake that strategically commented on something with something that is designed to elicit a response from a certain type of person, left or right. It's just anyone's, don't you do conservative shows? That's all I got. So my Twitter has been filled with mentions and comments from this one troll that I put out today. Now, it says I only have 19 replies, but there are threads with way more comments because I have got an endless stream of arguments going on here. Yeah, this one's got 4 replies. So there's a lot of sub-threads. There must be 5 replies. Yeah, I've got, and I don't usually come back to comment, to reply, but today I have been engaging. Yeah, 9. It's not a whole bunch, but I mean, for me, it seems like a lot because I don't usually get this much, but it's, well, let's see if I can successfully cast this. I don't know, I'll just show you. So here it is. This happens, it's 208. Here's me at 209. There's Ben, 212. And then you can see that. Let's see the activity here. Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, as activity goes, this isn't too bad for this amount of time. This is what I normally look for, profile clicks. Like how many people search me out because of this tweet. That's all I care about. Well, what I do care about, what I'd like to see is people following me down here, but I hardly ever get those. Why don't you do conservative shows? Now, I wonder what Ben's action is here, because he's got as much, well, he's got way more than I do. He's got as many, almost as many replies to his one comment, but way more likes. So I don't consider that getting ratioed. Ratioed would be if, oh, she's only got 500 comments on it total. This doesn't seem like a very very popular compared to most of her stuff. Doesn't seem very popular compared to what she normally puts out there. Like, look, this is only 12,000 likes, man. It's like, this is nothing compared to what she normally gets. I used to work in the food industry, so this one, I think I commented on this one too. I did. 46,000 likes. Yeah, 12,000. So this is way less than she normally gets, right?